Ron's career, he's brought his beautiful wife, so we're celebrating 26 years.
Almost 26.
Federal service, Ron. So I've got some notes. Just got back from leave, so thanks, Bernie. I'll kind of celebrate and go through some highlights. Mr. Fitzgerald, thanks for joining us as well. You made the long commute from SMC, so we appreciate your time. So let's go with that. Let's talk a little bit about Ron's background, because I learned a little bit more about him as an individual. 26 years with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, and it also says 4 years of electrical engineering studies. So Ron's one of those smart guys. For me personally, I wanted to be an engineer, and calculus and me didn't get along, so I was told, hey, you need to be a business guy. So it worked out fine. So my hat goes off to the engineers of the world, because they're analytical, very smart people, and get the job done. And then he worked for Jet Propulsion Lab after he graduated at NASA and several defense contractors before he went to the NAFRO. MD.
With Randy Pike.
McDonnell Douglas at 87. 88, got the call to go to SMC, which is another great location. Love Space and Missile Center. Nelson Gando supporting various SPOs and SDI, Strategic Defense Initiative, Star Wars, if you will, that we all remember from back in the day. President Reagan brought on a 1983 television address. And, that's part of history now, but kind of broke down a lot of those barriers with the Soviet Union back then because of SDI. So it was neat for Ron, I think, to be part of that. Then did some space weaponry, sorry, I can read a little bit. ICBMs, intercepting missiles, various phases of their flight. So we talked a little bit about some of those laser-based programs, if you will, that some at this table were part of. Then in 1993, Ron was hired by Space Test and Experimentation Program Office to be the marketing lead for the program's Space Test and Evaluation efforts. And he showed the group's test and engineering assets and capability, testing many agencies within the DoD hierarchy for 7 years.
Yes.
That was awesome. As a result, he accomplished working relationships with some of the government orgs and the professional aerospace engineering societies. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. Let's see if I can read it. ITEA?
ITEA.
AIAA?
AAIA. And NDIA.
NDIA. I've heard of NDIA. And then in 2001, he was tapped to be a staff advisor to AFMC's IG as an engineering auditor. That's another neat feather in your cap. Anytime you get to assist with audit functions, in my experience, so good on you there, Ron. His effort as an independent assessor, he provided 4 military in Kirtland in New Mexico IG engineering readiness, discipline, and efficiency inspections. And then in 2005, he was tasked by SMC Ian Director, Mr. Fitzgerald, Colonel retired U.S. Air Force, as Ron's special guest, aside from his wife, to stand up an organization called Space Test Integration Office at SMC, together with Space Innovation Development Center in Colorado Springs. And then later, Ron became the acting SPIO Deputy Director for the org. His dedication and collaboration eventually led to helping the SPIO being formed the following year. And in 2007, he was transferred to the newly formed Test and Evaluation Division of EN, and he assumed a Division Deputy Chief position. Ronnie ran this division the whole year while the Division Chief was deployed to Afghanistan, of all places. So hats go off to anybody who goes downrange with the warfighters, and appreciate that. And all throughout his career in the Air Force, starting in 87, up through 2007, Ron has reached outstanding performance and team awards, so good on you there. In 2009, he decided to join the DCMA agency in Long Beach, where he served as a supervisor for the C-17 Globemaster III program. During that time, Ron has awarded 10 out of 12 of the journey level folks monetary awards for their work achievements to the program. So if you're a guy like me, that's what's important if you're ever in a supervisor or management position, is you take care of your people. So good on you there for recognizing the folks that actually accomplish a given mission. And 2010, Ron moved to a new assignment and was appointed by the commander to take the role of program integrator. Another challenging job. Probably hope you enjoyed it. Worked closely with Boeing Long Beach and the United States Air Force customers, the program office at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And this makes me smile because I like, getting to know people. One thing working with folks, but kind of what are your hobbies? Tells you a little bit about the person. So for those of you who don't know, Ron's an avid chess player, or he sure was, and really good. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Likes bodybuilding, and has in the past trained in jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. So if you ever need somebody in a dark alley, probably a good guy to have there. Safe. Oh, that's okay. That's why we're trying to get through this, right? And proud to say that in 03 and 04, Ron was the LA Air Force Base chess champion. So if you want to get waxed in chess, this is probably the guy to sit down and play chess with. And when he was 14 years old, he played chess blindfolded in his neighborhood, yes, and against all three players at once. So again, if you want to really get schooled in chess, I think Ron is probably your man. And he drew 2, so that's like no one wins.
It's a draw, 2 draws.
Draw on 2, and he won 1 blindfolded. So not playing chess with him. And currently, Ron is with, help me, Gaelic.
Yeah, it's Gallic.
Gallic, okay, and is in charge of business development side of the company. So 26 long years of
plus 5 years with private industry.
Plus 5 years private industry. So God bless you and your wife. And again, we celebrate your contributions and that amount of years of service. That's really meaningful. And
thank you.
I always like to make sure that we do the right thing for anybody who's done that. So with that,
thanks, Carl.
can I give you my commander's call? You don't get a